Hey, what's up? I'm your host, Bob Thompson, and welcome to Unleashing Greatness, the #1 show for people who are ready to finally start or scale their own business and do it successfully. Over the last 9 years, I've scaled my little basement business to 15 plus locations and several other businesses, but it hasn't been without trial and error and lots of adversity. I'm here to share with you the strategies and tools that actually work when running a business and how not to lose yourself while doing it. So if you're ready to unleash the greatness within you, let's dive into today's show. Hey, welcome back to Unleashing Greatness. Today I want to talk about how gyms can win December. December is one of, I would probably say, one of 2 months that, generally speaking, for micro gyms, I don't know really anything about like Gold's Gym and those big box gyms or any of those ones, but for micro gyms where they generally see a decrease in revenue, profitability, and everything like that. However, it doesn't have to be. And it took me a couple years to figure this out. But now that I have, what I'd love to do is share with you how you can make sure that December is just another great freaking month for your gym. And I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can do it, 3 areas that you need to focus on in this upcoming month. And I'll even share with you for one of them, specifically what we did in my gyms that just absolutely crushed. So those 3 areas that you need to focus on are: 1, you need to run an internal promotion. Especially during the month of December, you want to make sure that you can get your members engaged. You can also get them referring, get them results and all that, but you want to make sure that they're coming in and they're not just getting distracted by everything else that's going on. So it's a great time to really focus on them and create a killer internal promotion. And I'll share with you exactly the one that we did that worked phenomenally. 2, you really need to put together like a killer seasonal offer. So we still want to make sure that we are trying to attract new clients. We always want to be bringing in new business. And if you put in a really cool seasonal offer, and there's a couple ways that you can do this, it's a great way to do that, to bring in that new revenue. You can do the seasonal offer with 2 different ways as well. And then finally, just because it's December and other people have told you that people aren't buying new people aren't buying stuff or any of that, oftentimes gym owners will shut their ads off. Instead, what you want to do is you really want to run ads hard this month. It's going to be really important for now and for later. So I'm going to dive into those 3 areas today. I want to make it, I'm going to say, short and sweet, which means I probably won't be short and sweet, but I want to really just give you some tactical information that you can then go and apply so you can just crush it. So first thing that you need to do is you need to have an internal promotion. And one of the reasons I really started thinking about December differently is oftentimes, like back when the gyms were first taking off and all that stuff, and we looked at the historical trends, we're like, all right, for some reason, July and December were kind of down months. And, you would hear people say like, well, people aren't looking to join a gym in December. That's a January thing, which isn't true. Our members were going away to see family and do all sorts of stuff for the holidays. And they were, busy with end of year stuff. And so what ended up happening is, like, when you kind of hear that, is people in the industry kind of creating excuses why December, wasn't a good month. I even knew some gym owners in like Australia, how great for them. They would just take off this month. They would just close their gyms. To me, that doesn't make any sense. We're always going to try and increase revenue, increase profit. This is a business after all. And if we just shut down, how are we helping our clients? So traditionally, though, December, I remember we would have like a killer November, and then December, we would lose money. I think 2 years in a row, we actually lost money, or maybe even 3 years in a row, lost money in November or in December. And then so like we're riding this high, things are going, and then it's like, all right, hey, we got to prepare to lose X amount depending on the size of the business at the time. I had to prepare to lose X amount in that month, and hopefully November would carry it, and then January would be a good month. Well, I wasn't really a big fan of that. That's not fun. So one of the things that I did to kind of turn that around with the team is we put together an absolutely killer internal offer. And I wanted to use something that would really incentivize the clients and even potential new people to participate and join. So the focus of this offer, even though we did run it externally as well, was to really get our current members to be engaged, to be coming in, and also prevent them from like just getting crushed by the holidays. Not that you can't eat bad. We weren't actually saying that. We're like, hey, enjoy the holidays, enjoy the food with the family. Like, that's totally fine. But let's just try and stay on track the other days. So we put together a 28-day challenge. And at the end of it, we gave away 5K. Now, first time I ran this, I think it was just my gyms. I don't think there was any franchises open. So we gave away 5K, and it was for the best transformation of all locations. And we were just doing it purely based off of before and after. And this, we ran this promotion two times. So we put together a 28-day challenge where it's like, hey, the only thing we ask is that or the reward for it isn't like, hey, you got to lose X amount of pounds or X amount of body fat or anything like that. Shoot, you could have gained weight. That's okay. We're just looking at the visual transformation at the end. And then as a result, like, here's how you can stay on track. And we put together some new stuff to get them excited, because if you want to get somebody engaged or interested in something, putting together something new, especially if they've been members for quite a bit, is going to get them to have their interest piqued. And that's exactly what we did. We're like, hey, here's this badass prize at the end. You don't got to worry about losing weight. We're just going to ask you to take before and after photos. And yeah, you got to do a bunch of things along the way, but that's what's going to get you to win. And then the winner is going to get 5K. So there's a huge incentive to stay on track. When we did that promotion might have been the best internal challenge that I've ever run across all the locations. We've had some really good ones since there, but that's kind of how we focused it on. So I would put together an internal promotion that has something novel, something new for your members, so they're actually interested. It's not just the same old that they've seen before. We put together a new meal plan that they could follow. We gave them actually, the prize was brand new. They'd never seen anything like that before, with such, the high amount of money they could win. I think I'd given away vacations and stuff in the past, but never like, hey, here's 5K. I wanted something like super, almost outrageous. They were like, hey, this is awesome. And everybody was going to be interested. And then the incentive. So new nutrition plan, massive incentive at the end. And we ran that internally so that all of our current clients would actually get great results and not get, really derailed during the holiday season. And they would be more engaged. And as a result of them getting results, them posting all this stuff, as a result of that happening, the end of it, we're like, hey, cool, we'll get tons of referrals as we go into January. So when all of our members are posting up how much fun they're having, how engaged they are within the gyms, and then the freaking results they're getting while other people are gaining 5-10 pounds during the month of December, that's when that person's kind of like, hey, I need to make a change come January and February. They're going to look to that person like, hey, what did you do? But they're also going to see, because we would have them tagging our locations and all that stuff as well. So we were kind of like, hey, it'll be really great for our current members. And then it'll also be great come January to get new people in. Of course, we also ran that offer externally. So kind of bringing us into number 2 is you still want to have an offer that is going to entice new people in. So same thing, that offer would actually work, and it did. Not as well, but it did work at the time, probably because we just didn't market it as hard for that offer to bring new people in. But you could also just put together a seasonal offer. Seasonal offer could be with a challenge. It could be even something with just supplements. So that way you're increasing revenue. And again, the supplements could be, something that you put together for the challenge that you put together for your members. It could be something where you're kind of leading with something lower barrier on the front end to get new people in, and then you have this seasonal supplement stack or something like that. Or you could put together just some sort of like little black dress challenge, 28-day little black dress challenge, 42-day little black dress challenge, survive the holidays, something like that. Offer out there to get people interested in joining too. But you still want to have, generally speaking, you can have just like a 6-week challenge, a 28-day challenge, a 12-week challenge, or whatever. And that alone will get interest. But when you can name it, kind of label it to a degree. So when you can name it and give it something that's going to kind of like, that's top of mind for a prospect, that's when you want to put out there. And then also with supplements, like while a lot of other people are discounting around this time and everything like that, you don't want to condition your people, in my opinion, to search for discounts. So if you can create some sort of seasonal supplement stack, maybe with a little bit of discount, but seasonal supplement stack, where then you can, they're interested in that, and you're kind of saying, hey, this is how you're going to, burn fat for the holidays or whatever. Or this is I have no idea right now. It's too early for me thinking, haven't had enough coffee yet. But you can kind of name it, seasonal stick out. Little black dress is tried and true, especially for gyms. But you can get a little bit more creative as well. So then you want to have a seasonal offer. So you want to run something internally, and you want to have an offer running externally as well. So you can still attract people that are looking to make a change. Not everybody is waiting until after the holidays. And this is kind of brings us to the third thing, which kind of plays off of number 2, but it's to continue to run your ads hard. This is a great time because people are told, hey, when you start running ads, like once Black Friday and stuff comes around, businesses need to spend their advertising budget, so all the costs and everything will go up. And yeah, that's true, and that's absolutely okay for your business. Like sometimes it's going to cost more for advertising and marketing. However, don't do what other gyms do and just shut their ads off because they have a belief that new people aren't going to sign up. And that's exactly what it is. It's a false belief. It is not true. People are going to sign up in December. All right. Just like they're going to sign up every other month, every other week. We have to create almost that paradigm shift to understand that people, regardless of the month, are going to try and join your gym. You just have to make sure that what you're putting out there is communicating to them on a deep level so that they go, wow, this person's in my freaking head. And then giving them an easy solution or an easy next step to take so they want to join your gym. So you want to run those ads hard. This actually does 2 things. One, it'll get you those new clients. The other thing it'll do for those people that aren't ready to sign up then, since your competition has probably reduced their ad spend or not spending money on ads at all, now that gives you more awareness in your market, which is huge for local businesses. Not a lot of local businesses think about the money later effect of advertising or of marketing. They go, hey, I need to put this out there. And I've been guilty of this. I need to put this out there. I need to get a direct return, which is true. Like if you have a good offer, especially for brick and mortar, especially for gyms, you should be getting a return on the front end. So if I'm running ads, I should be getting 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I used to get up to 10x. And sometimes we still see that 10x, 15x return in 1 month of ad spend. So like if I spent $3K, then I could be getting up to $30K back. When I opened up, just for context, when I opened up my Wilmington location, probably spent $3,000 to $5,000 on my pre-opening ad spend, and we signed up 150 people. I'll do a simpler math. I think our front end program was 400 at the time instead of 500. I was like, I'm going to reduce the price to 400, even though it was 500. I really just shouldn't have. But if you think about it, if I was at 500, it would have been 75,000. So knock off, another 15,000. So we made like 60K on the front end, not including sub sales or anything like that, off of like a 3 or 4K ad spend before even opening the doors. Pretty good. Those kind of like typically did happen, when opening locations. So we want to make sure that we're running those ads and stuff like that. But you also want to run your ads hard because what's going to happen during December is if that person maybe is not going to sign up. Now it's top of mind. What happens come January and February for everybody? Like now they want to lose weight, new year, new me, all that great stuff. Well, they're going to start associating, when they start thinking about it, they're going to start associating it with the business that just hit them with a ton of ads in December. So you might be the first call, and then they see your offer in January, and then they might, take you up on it. But you're going to be more likely for them to go to because now they almost feel a little bit more familiar and comfortable with you and trusting of you because they just saw your ads last month. So they knew that you were kept going. So that's why you want to advertise still hard in December, whereas other gyms are shutting their ads off. You want to keep your ads on so that you can sign up the clients then, because people are still signing up in December, but then also be able to start getting the attention, get in the minds of those prospects that are going to sign up in January. So to kind of recap, how can you make December an absolutely great month for your gym? It's pretty simple. 1, run an internal promotion to your current members. 2, create a seasonal offer, whether it be for a front-end challenge or something like that, or supplements for new people, even current people. And then 3, run ads hard. Do not shut your ads off. Don't limit your spend. Treat it like any other month and take that market share for then and later. If you do that, what you're going to end up doing is just like me, where I remember December's used to suck, and then all of a sudden December started becoming just another great month for us, another profitable month for us, because we treat it like that. We didn't let ourselves kind of talk us out of it, where it's like, it's going to be a bad month. People aren't signing up. It's like, no, people are going to sign up. We have to give them a reason to, and we have to give something great for our current members and people that aren't members yet a reason to take that next step. When we did that, that's when the gyms started really having a great month. So really hope that you got value out of today. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you would share it with a gym owner, because I guess it would apply to anybody, but a gym owner will really get some value out of today's episode. So if you could, share with them. If you haven't yet, subscribe, leave a review. Otherwise, catch you next time.
Hey, thanks for spending your time with me today. I made this show to help people just like you overcome the challenges and adversity that come with entrepreneurship. So if you know someone that could truly benefit from today's show, please be sure to share this episode with them. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week on Unleashing Greatness.